An example in Java remote method invocation. Here we are considering compile an example. These instructions assume development is in the Zelda home directory. The server program is compiled in the home directory for user Zelda, but copied to the public underscore HTML directory for user Zelda where it runs. Here is the command sequence for Unix and Win32 platforms and explanations as follows. The first two JavaC commands compile remote server and send class and interface, and the third JavaC command compiles the RMI client 2. The last JavaC command compiles the RMI client 1. Next line runs the RMIC command on the remote server class. This command produces output class of the form class class name underscore stub.class and class name underscore scale.class. These output classes let client invokes method on the remote server object. First copy command moves the remote server class file with its associated scale and its stub class files to publicly accessible location on the home Zelda public underscore HTML classes directory, which is on the server machine. So they can publicly accessed and downloaded. They are placed in the public underscore HTML directory to be under the web server running on server machine, because these files are accessed by client program using URLs. The second copy command moves the send class file to the same location for same reason. RMI client 1 and RMI client 2 class files files are not made publicly accessible. They communicate from their client machines using URLs to access and download the remote object files in the public underscore HTML directory. The RMI client 1 is invoked from the client side directory that uses the client side web server, server side web server and client side Java VM to download the publicly accessible files. And RMI client 2 is invoked from the client side directory and uses the server side web server and client side Java VM to download the publicly accessible files. So here you can see remote client 1 is inside client host, client side Java VM, remote client 2 is in client host, client side Java VM here, and remote server object is in server host, the server side web server and Java VM. RMI client 1 RMI client 1 interacts with server host and RMI client 2 interacts with server host. Now this is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much for watching it.